Now when I built the last choke target, it really worked very well, and it started a lot of debate about these things now, and it quickly became obvious that you could soon make quite a challenging thing with a few more features. So I went and ordered this. So I've got lots of different coloured chalks here now, and the idea is that we have the different coloured chalks. I've also got these because you can never have enough white, so I've got white and coloured chalks. They don't cost a lot. I mean, that big old 100 sticks there cost $5.99 or something. So you get a lot of shooting, a lot of reactive targets, a lot of chalk dust for not a lot of money. Again, I bid a 3mm plate off of the bay, couple of quid. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a series of I think 4 different holes: 6, 8, 10 and 12. Now the 12, as we know, is a decent target. Yeah, fairly easy to hit with a decent gun and a good sight. The 6mm target is going to be a beast, because a 177 pellet's only 4.5mm, so you've got very little margin for error. There we go. Not the most exact of sciences. So there we can have 6mm, 8mm, 10mm and 12mm drilled on those points. Behind each one of them we'll have a different colour stick of chalk. On the sides I'm going to use the smaller spinner targets from Micahs, hairy arms. So I think the smaller targets will be more useful because it will act as a zero basically, because that one is going to be a beast to hit. Okay, onwards. Okay, I've got my 6mm drill in. I'm going to use that basically as a pilot for the rest. A bit much for a 6mm. Clamp it down so everything's nice and solid. First one done, I'll do it to the rest and then I'll open the others out with bigger drills. Okay, that's the first 4 holes drilled. This one's at 6mm. All these 3 need opening out. They're all pretty much in line. So so far so good. Well, there we go. 6, 8, 10, 12. Different coloured chalks behind them. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drill 2 holes either side, 6.5mm, and countersink them to take these M6 bolts that I used previously, same as I did before. So 2 each side should do the job. So there you are, you can see I've drilled these holes for the bolts to fit through to the angle line. Now all I'm going to do is countersink them so that the heads of these M6 bolts fit flush with the face of the plate. So looking forward to this. It's going to be a nice target, I think. Stay there. There we go, there's the last of the bolts countersunk so that they're nice and flush to the face. There's my target all drilled, ready to go. Now all I need to do is fix up the bits and bobs on the back. Okay, so a little bit of progress. I've taken off the wrapping. We've got the 6, 8, 10 and 12 mil holes all drilled. Again, I'll use a big drill to just take the bare off the back end of the hole where the drills burst through. Okay, I've also done a couple of other things, which is I've started on the uprights, a little bit more refinery this time. I've rounded off the top corners, chopped that ready to fold. No drilling done on it yet, but I've done 2 of those. And I've cut 4 pieces of pipe. Now these bits of pipe will be welded in place like so. And with the coloured chalk, it's thinner, so it really fits down there nice and easy. Okay, so we've got the 4 pipes welded on to feed the different holes. Just tack welded them on with an arc welder. Made a mess of it because I got that ancient, horrid, probably damp welding rods. On the bottom here I've used a bit of bracket, just 3 dobs of weld on it. It's that bracket you use for, I don't know, fastening cheap radio speakers into cars. So there you go, your 4 different pipes feeding your 4 different holes. Now we're ready to mount it on the legs, so we need to drill the holes for the legs and move on. Progress report. 4 pipes attached, side piece attached, 1 of Micahs excellent spinners attached. I thought it'd be a good idea to have the little tiny spinner, because you're really going to need a good 0 to be able to hit that one. So next job, the other side. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some kind of deflector plate at the back, so the pellets that come through hit the plate and get bounced down towards the ground. So we're gaining on it. Okay, a little bit more progress. I've fixed the spinner onto this side leg already. I've drilled holes because when that's bent up to that angle, I can then screw it down onto a base. I've also drilled holes into this, again same thing, bend that up to an angle, screw it down onto a base. The last thing left to do assembly wise is just to fit the whole thing together and get it so that it's all nice and level and what have you. Onwards. So here we are, ready for paint. Spinners either side, 4 holes at 6, 8, 10 and 12 millimeters. Pipes feeding them, you should get 2 full sticks of chalk in each pipe. Whatever you put in there will probably last forever. Round the back end, ignore my awful welding, is I've put on this piece of bar. I've just bent it round and bolted it to the side. Hopefully that should make a nice metallic noise when you hit, so you'll get a puff of chalk dust, plus it will deflect the pellet down onto the floor, so you can't have any ricochets going up and off into the distance, because it covers the hole at 45 degrees. So should make it a nice safe home shooting target. Obviously your spinners are your spinners, you still need a backdrop for them, but looking forward to seeing some puffs of coloured chalk. The next thing on the agenda is I'm just going to put a coat of paint on it, so to make it look a little bit tidier. So finally, after 2 days of rain, I'd finished the target. It was all painted up. It's rained solid for 2 days. I've not got to use it. I've screwed it down. This is an old kitchen cabinet door, so I've screwed it down. Hopefully it'll collect any bits of chalk, and hopefully it'll catch any pellets that hit this back plate. So we'll have some white chalk in the 12mm, blue chalk in the 10mm, green chalk in the 8mm, and I think the 6mm is worthy of a bit of a pinky reddy coloured chalk. We'll see how it works. Really looking forward to this. So target set out at 12 yards. Let's just zoom in. As ever, start off with the spinners. Top left. I love the way they balance so well, they spin for ages. Okay, small one top right. So, chalk, 12mm. $10mm. $8mm. And 6mm. Clipped it. Let's try again. That is a tough target. Still seem to be getting plenty of chalk dust, which is excellent. Yard off, pulled it. There we go, cracker. That is a entertaining target. Spot on. Loving the amount of chalk dust that comes off this. So that seems to be working really well. The 6mm target is so hard, and I've only got it out at 12 yards. It's rock hard, but very, very good. Spot on. Now here I've done some slow motion video, and as you can see, just chopped out where the pellets hit the chalk. You can see you get a nice big cloud of chalk dust, which is great. I had a bit of an experiment with where I placed the deflector shield. This is close up. You can see it's sort of like nice and close up, and it muffles that big old cloud a little bit, but you still see it. It's nice and easy to see. You can see huge clouds of chalk dust just get spat out the back, which is really satisfying, especially when you hit that 6mm target, because it's got to be a challenge. It don't matter who you are, it's a cracking target. I've had a lot of fun with this target today. But the deflector bar works well. It stops pellets ricocheting off into the distance. This is where I actually put the deflector bar out a little further back, because I wanted to see if it helped with the the cloud, and the cloud does indeed sort of like puff out further. But the thing of it is you can get more ricochets off it. So I think closer is better. Possibly sort of like halfway between the two is where I'm going to end up. So I'll make that extension bar a little thinner and move the deflector bar closer towards the target. But I'd recommend, if you fancy making one of these, they are cracking fun. With the spinners on the side, it's a nice garden target. If you put a bit of a backdrop behind it, you're as safe as houses. The chalk's as cheap as chips. You can just load up a couple of chalk sticks in those tubes and smash away at them, and as happy as Larry. And of course it's natural materials, it's biodegradable, you're not destroying your garden or whatever. So yeah, I'm really happy with the way it's turned out. It's a cracking target.